So, when issues happen in society, people do not know how to deal with these issues. A lot of times, people make a lot of jokes about them, they make memes about them, but it does not help the situation. Now, any issue that happens in society is really a cultural situation. It's actually individual and a cultural situation. When it comes to culture, you can think of culture as your blood. Now, the health of every cell in your blood in your body, the health of every cell in your body depends on the quality of blood that you have. If your blood is poor, there's some problem with your blood, then the cells will be affected. So similarly, we as people in this world, we have our physical nature, and our mental nature or physiological nature is how we try to be peaceful and happy in this world. Are we gonna achieve peace and happiness by making jokes, uh, you know, making memes, or are we going to really try to understand the problem? Okay, so another thing too that really causes a setback for people to deal with problems is the people who are educated are not showing how survival is easy, right? Or what is the purpose of education? It basically means to show how survival is easy, and you build on top of that. Ultimately, you try to achieve things that you always want to achieve. So from survival to achieving, immersing yourself in the things that you want to do. That is what the business of education is. So, because that is not happening, educators all across the world, they're just going with the flow, indirectly, unconsciously, satisfying consumerism. The situation where the weak get weaker and the strong get stronger. And nobody benefits. Nobody benefits. Alright? Of course, you might say that the stronger, yeah, they get money. But their children, these things are not sustainable. What's going to happen to their children and grandchildren and so on? At some point in time, it's going to become unsustainable. So that's the problem. And we must be aware that the other theory is equal survival opportunity. There's where, especially the man of the house, he takes control over his future, he takes control over his family, and he does so by satisfying or ensuring the main aspect of survival is met. He does not allow no man to take control over that aspect, and that is called food. So this is the psychology, right? This is the psychology. The psychology is that we will solve problems. Of course, it's related to survival, right? We will solve problems by taking survival the right way. And we will ignore problems, or we will make jokes over problems if we do not try to see how to satisfy survival the best way possible. Right? So we must do one out of the two things. Right? We must do one out of the two things. And the only direction that society can go is to, number one, always talk to people, always listen to people who try to show that life or survival is easy. Do not follow the lazy throwback versions of life, and these are generally the people that makes memes and make jokes of people who committed bad things in society, right? Or talk degrading about them. Yes, they did bad things, yes, but what about the bigger picture? You know, every society has a probability of criminal. Every every particular society has a probability of a good, a better person, teacher, lawyer, doctor, and there's always a probability of criminals. Okay, so check out my videos. I do not want to talk too long, and all the best. Always try to deal with situations from the root, from the theory that society follows. So I'm having some noise around, I cannot talk much, I also have some things to do, but I hope that at least the introductory introduction was really helpful.